Hey guys, this is Skier Task Guide for the Walls Have Eyes. For this task, we do have to install a Wi-Fi camera into 3 different crane cockpits on factory. So here's a map of the factory, and where we do have to install the Wi-Fi cameras will be just outside of the Gate 3 extract, the Med 10 extract, and also the Gate 0 extract. And I will be showing you guys these in order of how the task has them labeled 1 through 3. And just so you guys know, Skier does actually provide you with 3 Wi-Fi cameras as starting equipment for this task, so make sure that you do accept all from your messages before loading into a raid, and also make sure that you do load the cameras into your special slots so that you don't end up losing them if you do die. But if you do end up having to replace one, then you can always barter for one at level 1 mechanic by using 1 electronic components and 1 power bank. Or you can also buy one directly from mechanic for euros after you do finish the setup task and accept the informed means arm task, or you can always just buy them directly from the flea market, but they will be quite expensive to buy from the flea market. So my PMC is here in a raid. Gate 3 is going to be just right here in front of me, and then the crane where we do have to go is just going to be up here suspended on my right. Now heading up these metal stairs to the very top of the rafters, you do want to get up just above where the crane is located, where there will be a small hole that you can drop down into, and that will land you just behind the crane cockpit. Now once you land down here, then you will immediately get a prompt to plant, and I do recommend that you do plant it in behind the actual cockpit because it will be a 40-second timer, and then you will be a little bit less exposed out in the back. Whereas if you do move into the actual cockpit to plant, then you will be incredibly exposed. Now once the plant is done, because you are suspended up in the air and your PMC can't climb ladders, then you will have to drop down, so just try to drop down at an angle to land on the pipes below. Otherwise, if you end up missing these pipes, then you will end up breaking your legs and you will be in a pretty bad spot to be limping around. Now moving over to the second plant location by Med Tent, my PMC is here in a raid. The Med Tent is going to be just right here to my right, and then the crane is going to be just suspended up above it to the left. So the easiest way to get up here will be by the metal stairs immediately behind me, and once you do get up to the top of the rafters again, then you will want to move yourself above the crane where there will be another hole to drop down into. Again, once you do land in behind here, then you will immediately get a prompt to plant, and again I do recommend that you plant it in behind the actual crane cockpit itself. Now again, it will be another 40-second plant, and once you do end up finishing this one, then you can just go through the front left window and drop down onto this blue barrel below so that you don't break your legs. And then moving on to the final crane location, it will be just outside of Gate 0. So my PMC is here in a raid. Gate 0 is going to be just in front of me, and then just to my right, suspended from the rooftop, is going to be where the crane is located. Now you will have 3 different ways to get up to the rafters from here, being the stairs closest to the offices, or there is also the metal stairs that are just to the left of Gate 0, and then the way that I'm going to be taking you guys up is this ramp just to the right of Gate 0 that was newly added in this new revamp of the map. Now I'm going to be showing you guys this ramp since it will be a little bit more inconspicuous and out of the way than going up the metal stairs, and it will bring you directly to the hole where you can drop down into the cockpit of the crane. And again, it will be another 40-second plant, and just like the other 2, I recommend that you do plant it behind the actual cockpit, so at least you are sheltered from one side while you are locked in this plant animation for 40 seconds. And then once you do end up finishing this plant, then you can just go out the front left window, or you can go back out and then mantle over top of the railing onto this blue connex below, either way that you want to do it. Now, just so that you guys know, you can do the plants in any order that you want to. You don't have to follow the same order that I did in this guide. And you also don't have to plant all 3 of them in the same raid. So if you do end up dying after getting one planted, then you will not have to redo that one again. You will just have to come back to redo the other 2 that you haven't completed yet. Once you do get the 3rd plant down, then you will get a task completion. You do not have to survive an extract. And if you are struggling to get these done, then going during a nighttime raid may be the best option for you, since the 40-second timer is a pretty long time, especially to be suspended up in a very exposed area, or rather 3 very exposed areas, especially with the amount of AI scavs that have been spawning, and also since every single factory raid that I've gone into has been absolutely packed, then the likelihood of you being interrupted at least once during every single plant is quite high. Especially if you are a solo player, then going at nighttime may be the move for you to get it done. So hopefully you guys found this guide useful and it does help you complete this task. Thank you guys for watching my guide on this, and I hope that you have a fantastic rest of your day.